North London is officially red tonight as Arsenal defeated Tottenham in the North London derby 2-1. Goals from Odegaard and Lacazette cancelling out a spectacular Erik Lamela goal. We're going to be talking about all the talking points from the game, including the penalty, so let's get into it. Arsenal were in complete control in the first half, having 13 shots to Tottenham's 1. Now they did go in 1-1. The first real attempt that we had was when we hit the post through Emile Smith-Rowe. Fantastic strike, unfortunately not hitting the target. We hit the post again through Cedric, and then Tottenham went up the other end and Erik Lamela scored an absolutely disgusting goal. It was their first shot of the match. It was their first shot in the entire half, but then Martin Odegaard equalising with a bit of a scrappy goal, but a goal is a goal at the end of the day. And it was a great first half from Arsenal. And overall, I think I'd be happy enough if I was Mikel Arteta the way we started. I mean, we were on the front foot. I think it was actually probably our best 45 minutes of football without taking the lead, if that makes sense, because I think just the way we were passing the ball, I think everyone was playing well. Xhaka was doing his defensive work. Partey was playing some lovely passes over the Spurs defence. David Luiz playing some lovely balls as well. Gabriel making sure that Harry Kane was kept quiet. I think everyone had a role to play, and I think everyone played their role very well. And now we're going to move on to the second half, and this is where Arsenal took the lead, and of course there was a sending off as well, so stay tuned for that. Arsenal started the second half the way they finished the first half, very strong, not really testing Hugo Lloris, but nevertheless, being in possession and controlling the pace of the game. And then came a mistake from Hugo Lloris from a kick out. Pepe picks up the ball. It's a fantastic through ball he plays to Lacazette. Lacazette misses his first, swipe at the ball, and then Davinson Sanchez comes lunging in, and after the referee giving it a penalty and VAR confirming it, Lacazette scored from 10 yards, and it was a beautiful penalty, if I do say so myself. Whether or not it was a penalty, I'm a little bit torn on it, but nevertheless, I think we were going to get the goal at some stage because we were just playing very well. Then after that, Erik Lamela, received 2 yellow cards for 2 ridiculous incidents, and just completely avoidable really situations where he could have just left the ball pretty much. I mean, one was a slide tackle in from Thomas Partey. It was completely unnecessary, and then he kind of just whacked was it Tierney? It was Tierney in the face, and it was just completely unnecessary, and Spurs went down to 10 men, and therefore made it very hard for them to get back into the game again. Now, the last 10 minutes or so, Arsenal slowed down, and that worried me, considering that we have a massive game again on Thursday. I know we have a away goal advantage, I should say, but it does pose some questions on whether or not Arsenal can finish games. And Alex Lacazette and Mikel Arteta, in fact, said in their interviews after the match, that's their weakness and they need to work on it. So at least they do understand that that's not good enough, I guess. And there was also another incident I do want to talk about. It was the fact that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang didn't start, and this was actually due to a protocol issue. And I'll talk about it now because it is quite interesting actually what happened. Mikel Arteta was asked in his pre-match interview why he didn't start Aubameyang. He said this was due to a breach in protocol. In other words, he was late. And now I'm in two minds about this. Number one, yes, you should punish him for being late, and therefore maybe that leads to him not starting. But on the other hand, he's our top scorer, and we really kind of should be playing him. It did work out in the end, obviously, and I think it kind of showed that he doesn't take any bullshit really as a manager, Mikel Arteta, and I think that's great. We do finally have a manager where we can kind of rely on him, making sure that everyone is giving 110%, and those who are not giving 110% is kept out of the team. I mean, he's the captain, and he needs to be leading by example. And him being late, that just shouldn't happen. And I'm kind of glad that he didn't start. If that's the case, yes, he is a brilliant player still, and I do hope he gets playing on Thursday, and I hope he cleans his act up. But it was a good call from Arteta in my opinion. And actually, just one more thing in terms of a man of the match, I'm actually going to go with Gabriel. I think some of his defensive work throughout the game was brilliant, and especially in the last 10 minutes, I think he saved our arse more than a couple of times.
towards the end of the match. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, share the video to your fellow Arsenal fans, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 150 subscribers on this channel by the end of the season. I know it's a bit optimistic, but we will move forward and together, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you on the next video. It will be a video on Olympiacos on Thursday, and I'll see you then. Goodbye for now.